Hey everybody, welcome to Margaret Being Margaret. It is a phenomenal New England afternoon. It's in the mid-60s, it's beautiful, the air feels so good, and look, the shed is done. I just wanted to show you. You know, the front was done. Here's the roadside that I finally finished last week, and then it rained for a week. But now I have to decide if I want to tackle these weeds and do something over here. I just don't know. Well, I know I don't want to. When everybody else gets energy in the fall and in the spring, that's when I want to hibernate. I have zero energy right now, but I really should get out here and do this. I don't think it's going to happen, at least not today. We've got a couple of good days coming up that I could get things done. I also have to get this shrub under control. I didn't do that when it was starting to go over the walkway. Outside of that, things are under control, and I may just sit on my butt for a week and pout for no reason, but I'm tired. I do it every fall. So I'll talk to you later. Oh, I just watched my camera stand just started very slowly going south. Whew. I got a couple of really cute retirement cards. One just celebrating you, everything you've achieved and everything yet to come. And they're from very, very special people in my lives. And this one just makes me laugh every time I look at it. The legend has retired. Look out, world. Really nice. Outside of that, I'm cooking some lunch. Corn. No nutritional value. That's going to be my lunch. And I don't know what else I'm going to do because it's autumn. And Autumn and I don't get along every bloody year. This light in my entry is on a pull string, and I have it on an honest-to-God string because years ago, Michael broke it off and told me it was my problem. And he's right. So I bought a pole for it. We're gonna try it. I brought the ladder in from the shed. While I was out there, I trimmed that shrub. And I know that this has that little clasp. And that's always been the problem because I can't quite get high enough, to get it on. And while I'm up here, that's going to get cleaned, that bulb. First of all, let's take this off. Yucky. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, I'm putting the screw right there, right next to it. Oh, remind me to tell you, I was talking to my Sister Shirley and brother-in-law Dave about a new invention. We could make millions. If you see me looking down while I'm doing this, it's because I know that I have a tendency I would pass out or get sick from looking up too long. It puts pressure on my carotid arteries, which obviously for me is not a good thing. We found out a couple years ago. Always forget there's one more step on this one. Oh, I have to be on tiptoes to reach it. Wonderful. It is what it is. Well, I guess standing on tiptoes is better than being hit in the head with it. When my brother-in-law was here last weekend, I saw him get hit in the head with it 2 or 3 times when he walked by it. I very seldom use that light, but it was driving me crazy. First, that it wasn't nice and clean, and second, that I couldn't reach it. Oh, I didn't realize there was 3 of them. Okay, go on. I probably won't be able to reach it at all, right? That's what happened the last time I put one on. Darn it! Alrighty. I'm getting angry. I think after I get this on, I have to squeeze it tight. Let's start again. This is why I didn't use it for so many years. All right, you do not break. What are the chances, everybody? I know you're all telling me not to do it. And you're right. I gotta get down and put it on the countertop because I'll be wiggling the ladder enough to... Look at that. Thank you. Thank you for calling me on it. Just like that. Okay, it's on. Now, no, you can't come out. You have to stay in there. How? I do not understand how it's coming out. It just comes right off. And it shouldn't be able to. Somebody's got to explain it to me because I don't get it. I've got it closed as much as it can go. Oh, now it broke off the other end. All right. That's as tight as it can go on that end. I don't understand how it's coming out of this end when I'm actually... If you could see how crimped I have this, there's no way. I want you to see this. I have it crimped all the way closed. Completely deformed. And it's pulling off. Anybody got an idea? Because I most certainly do not. The only thing I can think of is to use this because it looks nice and put the string from here and tie it up there again, and that's gonna look like heck. Gosh darn it. I just took this right off and gave up. I'm gonna take the string that I had on it and try to string it through this thing because at least the ending would look nice and maybe nobody will notice that it's... Come on, I don't want to have to put it in a needle. Just go through. Go. Really? Huh. All right. Now I have to put it on a needle. I've got a big needle. Stick this here. No, you got to go all the way through. You know, there's always that one piece that doesn't go. I need you to go also, please. Thank you. Thanking inanimate objects, whatever works for you. All right, so it's going to go through here, up there. It'll be a good couple of inches longer than the chrome beads. So let's see if we can tie this and make it work. It did pay to be married because I know how to make whatever knot my ex-husband used to do to tie his lures for fishing. Looks like heck, but it looks like it works. All right, let's see if I can reach it, and let's see if it pulls off. If it does, block your ears. Okay. I'm not putting the ladder back out in the shed till tomorrow. No, I'm putting it back right now. Don't be lazy, Margaret. Okay, it's away. Let me get a cup of tea and we'll talk for a minute. Welcome back. It's late afternoon. Got the light up. It's about all I did today. I really, really wanted to get outside and do more. Tell me, please, that anybody else suffers like this. October is the worst month of the year for me. It's a seasonal thing, and I hesitate to say the word depressed, but I get a little low, and I kind of just sit on the couch, which seems to be what I do anyway, but a little bit morose. So I have to push myself, but it's beautiful out. Let me tell you about my last couple of days. On Sunday, my sister Shirley and brother-in-law Dave came over. They texted and said they'd like to visit for a little while and gave me that funny card that says the legend has retired. That just made my day. And it was a dynamite visit. I've been going over to the pool, so we haven't seen each other for the last couple of weeks. They closed the pool last week. How dare they? So we just visited for an hour or so. Wonderful. Made me happy. And then later in the afternoon, my sister Bernie called and said she was just going to run over, not stay at all. But her husband cooks for an army of 30, and it's just the two of them. And they're not good about keeping leftovers. So she brought me some shepherd's pie. So I had that for 2 days, even though she didn't visit. I mean, that was such a nice thing to do. So Sunday, I just smiled most of the day. Monday, I saw one of my favorite babies in the world and did a little bit of business stuff to clean up with a SCORE representative, somebody who works with businesses, just to run some questions by. And I'm on the right track, still got work to do. Tuesday, my Chelsea, the stylist, my former stylist, who's on maternity leave, came over with her little girl and visited for a couple of hours so we could kibitz and catch up. And I just love it. Boy, babies make the world so much better. So I've been just making myself happy. That's a good thing. I spent a couple of hours, truly, almost 2 hours, on the phone with Home Depot about the vanity. Woody, the gentleman that was supposed to switch things over, has been too busy and he hasn't been here. And it's been like 3-4 weeks now. So I decided just to return the new vanity unopened. I'll figure out a way to make the old one work, because if I kept it any longer, they weren't going to take it as a return. Now, I'll try to keep this short, but remember, first vanity didn't come in. They sent 2 mirrors in by mistake. That was in July. I called them. They said, keep the extra mirror, which I didn't want. It was $120, but they didn't want it back. They gave me a better price because the first one was like $450, the first vanity that I didn't get. So they took up about $120 off, sent the second vanity. The second vanity is the one that I had installed, and they had given me credit for the first vanity. So the second vanity got installed. That's the one that 2 weeks later started cracking. And I called and told them, and the only way they would do it is to send another vanity and charge me for it. But as a courtesy, they'd charge me less. So we're down to about $200. And they gave me a $130 credit towards the plumber. All right, so now I'm pretty much breaking even here. But Woody hasn't gotten here. And I know they're going to tell me that they can't take the return soon. So I talked to them. They had no record, of course. They told me they already gave me credit. Look back, it was on the first one that they never sent me. Went through the whole thing again. Did not tell them I was returning the brand new one. There's no way in heck they were going to understand that. So I just said, yeah, I'm returning the one I don't need. They finally, really, and she was wonderful, but it was hours. And she didn't give me a hard time at all. She just had trouble understanding the process, which any sane person would. They finally said, yes, they'll send a truck to pick this one up. I needed to have it out on the road for them when the driver would come. That's fine. And they gave me credit for the $450 that it cost. I haven't stopped to calculate this. But somehow I know I got a free vanity out of this, and a free mirror, and a credit. None of it I asked for, none of it I wanted. I wish they had their act together. So now, this morning I had to get up before 7 o'clock, get the hand cart, drag it out, drag down the stairs to the street, and an hour or so ago they came and picked it up. So that saga is done. In the next week or so, I have a small piece of very, very thin laminate. I'm actually going to cut that and see if I can fit it to the way that looks, and just put it over it and paint it before I start trying to rip it out, because I'm afraid I'll do more damage. I kind of think that's going to work. So that will be our project within the next week or so. Our project. Because if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. I froze my navy beans in 2 separate containers. Oh, what I did do, ladies, never give up. It was still too salty. I had put some apple cider vinegar in it. Still a little too salty. I mean, it was pure salt. So I ran up to Hannaford's, got a potato, and stuck that in it and let it cook for a couple of hours. That just about did it. I didn't want to throw that potato away. It was salty, but it wasn't too salty. So I mashed it up and put it in the shepherd's pie that my sister brought over. So waste not, want not. I'm very proud of myself. The beans are in the freezer. What I think I'm going to do is make another batch soon with fresh beans, because I wonder if some of you are right that the beans were just too old. And I know that I didn't cook them long enough the first time. I really undercooked by a lot. I don't know what I was thinking. I haven't had the cabbage yet, but it's in there. Talked to my CPA about shutting down the corporation. They don't have the 2023 software ready yet. So if I do it now, they'll have to do it by hand. I still think I want to. I just want it off my plate. I just want it all gone. Yeah, I've got little bills still coming in for another 30 days, and I just want it done. I want to know what the damage is. I want to know what little bit of income I made from it, and move on, move on. Now, here's my brilliant idea of the day, maybe of the week. You know, my first brilliant idea a month ago that you told me I should patent, there you go, was sewing up the sides of the sheets and making a great big envelope on the bottom so I wouldn't bunch them up or pull them out. That's worked incredibly well. I'm sleeping so much more comfortably because I can't pull them out and make a mess of them. So that was the first one. No, we didn't patent it. Have at it. But this one is brilliant. If you're like me, and God help you, I hope not, I get in the shower and I get sidetracked. With what? I don't know. My brain is just doing other things. And I'm scrubbing myself up, and halfway through I forgot what I've scrubbed. Now I know there's some real estate here, but it shouldn't be that bad. And oh my God, did I wash my face? And I'm checking, I'm not sure. Did I wash my arms? Did I wash my armpits? Goes on and on and on. I also brush my teeth in the shower. That's the only thing that I am always sure I do, because I can do the and double check. But I keep saying, it's not that hard to remember if you wash both arms and your legs. Really? But obviously it is. And I was thinking about what we need. Now tell me I'm wrong here. We need a generic body that lights up just like on the old operation game, but just an LED touch screen. It wouldn't have to be expensive. That would work. Humidity would bother it. And you get in the shower, you press a button, and all the body parts light up. And then as you wash them, you hit your face and the light goes out. You hit the arms and the light goes out. You hit the chest and the light goes out. When your lights are out, you're done. Tell me that's not brilliant. I think it's the only way I'm going to get out of the shower without wondering if everything got washed. So if somebody wants to run with that, have at it. We had 3 days of rain, which always makes it a little bit gloomy, although I like rain. So today feels so good. It was super windy earlier, and the next couple of days are supposed to be nice. And then next week, beginning of October, they're talking about it might get very warm again. That means I could be doing the fence. I'm just so happy the shed is done. Didn't that feel like the never-ending story? And today is my sister Karen's 75th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Karen. Happy birthday to you. I love you. That's it for me. I'm done.